How's it going, everybody? So somebody said my volume was low. Um, what I can do is move the microphone closer. The volume is just about as cranked up as it's on a little tripod. It's a legit good microphone. It's got the foam around it. So now that I've got it closer to me, it's got to sound better. Thank you for the feedback on that. So it says White Lion here. You just can't really see it. But the letters are darkened, like they're faded, or as if it's in the shade. And the other white lion is bright. Now, that thing's facing you. So what's darkened? The right eye is utterly darkened. The left is not. So the white lion over here is nice and bright. The white lion over here, I don't even know if y'all can see it. But I think if you Google search it, I'm pretty sure I caught it off a video. And there's a lot of AI sites that are stellar at showing you what's going on and how it all works, but nobody watches them. And people don't think they're AI, but I know they're AI. And they didn't say anything about the right eye darkened on the ship. They were just, explaining other things. And I'm not even sure if I got this off of an AI site. It might have been a legit site, but most of them are AI. Most of them are AI. This one might have been legit. I can't remember if I where I got this from, but I watch a lot and I watch the best. The Lord's made sure of it. And the AI knows what I watch, or the demonic realm knows what I watch. So the demonic realm is throwing all kind of stuff in my direction because they don't care what I see. They want me to see it. They know nobody watches my channel, and they know that they suppress anybody even seeing that I posted a video. So, but yeah, the left is fine. The right eye, because it's facing you. Oh, what is this from? It's from that movie, Leave the World Behind. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get on with a quick, a very quick look-see. The actor that shot Daniel Craig or shot James Bond in the film Layer Cake. By the way, I had to restart my computer yesterday and I lost all my tabs that I had pulled up. So I don't remember what all I had pulled up. It doesn't matter. Anne Hathaway's got movies coming out. One of them's, of course, October 2nd, which is when you spell it out, is Donald Trump. It's October 2nd spelled out as 138, which is Donald Trump and Simple Gematria. So, of course, because she was in Love and Other Drugs, which is her with Jake Gyllenhaal. So she's in a movie with Donnie Darko, love interest. And then she's a love interest with The Dark Knight. There's three people that most prominently, well, I should say four. And if you go Johnny Depp, you could even go five, but the most prominent ones that are always playing the Antichrist, and of course, what's his name just did, and I guess always has. They all do. But um, Christian Bale, Bale on Christianity, The Dark Knight, and American Psycho, hello, American Psycho, where he ordered a Corona. Yeah. So Um, and then Daniel Craig, Book of Daniel, End Times. And then Jake Gyllenhaal, who played Donnie Darko. And then Patrick Swayze of Point Break, which is Breaking Point. When's the breaking point? Well, when that right eye wound takes place, that'll be the breaking point. So Patrick Swayze did the Roadhouse because, he was the Antichrist in the, that's what I'm saying. They're all playing him. And the presidents were robbing banks and Breaking Point or Point Break. And then Patrick Swayze did Roadhouse. And of course, Jake Gyllenhaal had to do Roadhouse. And they had Conor McGregor, the notorious Conor McGregor, in the role. And Jake Gyllenhaal's movie Donnie Darko, Donald's Darkened Right Eye, or a dark O, which is a new moon that I just learned. So it's a double entendre there. It's a double whammy with twin meanings, of course. Anyways, you got another one called The End of Oak Street. And that's August 14th. It's 2 days from now. Very interesting. And what else before we get into it? Anyway, you just start bouncing everything. And look at Monica Lewinsky. I just saw a post on Instagram with Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. So the AI wants us to look at Monica Lewinsky. So we go look at Monica Lewinsky, July 23rd, 1973. It's palindrome. 19391. Same number, backwards and forwards, per the movie Tenet by Christopher Nolan, Tenet. What are the chances of that? Or 19393 on Rising Day, twins. That's impossible. Bill Clinton, August 19th, 1946. And he's the year 2026 on the event day, 29226. So he's saying, remember, Trump's 29292. He's a palindrome. Trump is a palindrome on our event day. And Bill Clinton will be 80 years, 6 days for good old 86. What are the chances of that? And he's marking the 86 for the year 2026 days old to our event day. The Monica Lewinsky situation, 121 Antichrist, January 21st, 1998 is when it broke. Clinton admits in front of the grand jury, August 17th, blah, blah, blah. We can look at all kind of dates. We'll look at more of these later, but I did bring up the 121 Antichrist date. And it's the 144,000 to our event day. If you include both dates, it's the 144.4. It'd be 10,444. 37 is the prime number for the church. 37 is the 12th prime number. It's the prime number for the church. 37 divides into 666, 999, 888, 111, 222, 333. All of them. So the 444 is a big deal. I've been over that many times on my channel. And there it is. If you include both dates, it's 1,444. All right, next up. Anyway, so what actor shot Daniel Craig in Layer Cake, or shot James Bond, or shot the Seventh King of Mystery Babylon 007, or shot the Antichrist? It was a guy named Ben John, middle name, Trump's middle name, same. Okay. Ben John Wisham, born October 14th, 1980. When you run that to our event day, you do get the 67 because it is the era going from the sixth king of Mystery Babylon over to the seventh. You got your 55 for Satan. And but the 293 in the weeks, that's Rising Day. 293. And will be on Rising Day. On day 293 is in the weeks. Also, the 753 on the clocks of Back to the Future is. Layer Cake, Daniel Craig doesn't even have a name in the movie. He's XXX. What in the world? Um, Layer Cake came out October 1st, 2004. To our Rising Day, would you believe it's a perfect? We've done this before. I don't know what part we did this in, but we've looked at this before. This is the first time I thought to look at who shot him. I had forgotten though, it's a perfect 8,000 days even on Rising Day. What are the chances of that? And if you run it to the murder date, it's 79 murder, followed by the 98th verse of Revelation is the white horse crowning verse. So it's death and rising. Because this 97th verse, when they open the seals, I always say that's the event. And then his rising on the third day, or Satan possessing the body, not the body that gets hit, but to the right eye, but the twin, the clone, the body double that is what gets hit. But Satan will possess Trump's body through a ritual. Sea of Love. I got to look at every single Al Pacino movie. Mr. Devil's Advocate. 68 is the rating. 68 is Trump's name in the same cipher where 68 is also Antichrist. That's why everything went down in 1968. And it has 827 in the URL, believe it or not, the Rising Day. What are the chances of that? Sea of Love, because he's the beast out of the sea, and the love is from the goddess, the shape-shifting Satan into the goddess. Sea of Love came out September 15th, 1989. It's got the 19 million. It's got the 1109. If y'all know, you know. September 15th, 1989. When you run that, it's 134.93. And of course, 34 is murder in reduction gematria. So, yeah, very interesting. And then we're going to go to Vesper Lind. Vesper Lind, the name of Bond's love interest in Casino Royale, 1,404. 404 verses of Revelation coded. And Eva Green played the role. She's July 6, 1981. I'm sorry, she's July 6, 1980. I think I had that pulled up and it got dropped when I made the switch. I think we've looked at it before. But yeah, on Rising Days, she's 46, 1 month, 21 days, 121 Antichrist coded. And look at the hours, 404 for Revelation. Vesperland also got the 68, of course. So Casino Royale's film, remember November 14th, November 16th, and 11/17, Zechariah 11/17 coded as November 17th is the date of the United States release. The minutes, 144, representing the church. Box office, the 66th book of the Bible is Revelation, so that's coded in your box office. Casino Royale. Looks like I had Vesper Lind pulled up to the release. You know what? That's one thing I did. I ran actors to the release of their movies. So I'll get back into that. I sure will. We'll have to get back into that. When I ran on the eve of 11/17 is 11/16, and that's Maggie Gyllenhaal representing Eve. as she was in Donnie Darko and The Dark Knight, only person to be in both films. When I ran that, um, to the eve of the release of The Dark Knight, now not the nationwide release on 7/18, but this was a premiere date on 7/14. I ran it to the eve of The Dark Knight premiere, and her representing Eve over to the eve of The Dark Knight, and you have Trump's 1197, which is in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria 666, spelled out SIX, 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 and it's also a match for Donald John Drumpf. And that's where we actually get that his name matches 666. 88 minutes, Al Pacino, March 2nd, April 18th. 88 is Trump and Simple Gematria, so 88 minutes. 110 stories of the Twin Towers, it's 110 minutes. 88 minutes in the URL. Mm. Mm. Look at the length. 1 hour, 48 minutes. 148 is Donald J. Trump and Simple Gematria. So you run it to our event day. It's 7,116. 116 is a backwards upside down 911, which they gave us in Back to the Future on the clocks. 711 is also fused with it for Revelation 11:7, the beast rising from the pit. The other release date, you have 6/7 again, 6/7/03 in the days. Not much else there. When I looked up woe and to the idle shepherd, what begins the Zechariah 11:17 Bible verse? It's the word woe. And the word woe was in every single Wednesday episode, both seasons. Woe is in every single episode of Wednesday Netflix. Yes, every single episode of Netflix series Wednesday contains the word woe in its title. This is an intentional stylistic choice by the showrunners. Wednesday's Child is full of woe. Well, it's really about woe to the idle shepherd, isn't it? That deceiveth the flock is how it begins. I want you to look at woe in the English gematria known as Sumerian gematria, which is 6 times English ordinal or 6 times simple gematria, where A is in this gematria, A is 6, B is 12, C is 18. Why would you even create one like that? Oh, well, so you can make the word woe match our date. Most countries write August 25th as 25th of August or 25/8. And there's your 258 for whoa. I think we got our date. Could be wrong. Been wrong only 200 other times, at least. But I've never stuck with a date this long. I've never gone into the 20s. And this is part 93. We've seen some 93s today, haven't we? We saw the double 93s in one of them. So Jenna Ortega, we've already looked at her once, September 27th, 2002. I guess I wanted to look at her again. And you run her to the event day, and she does have the 86 in the months. 8733 days old to the event. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Anyway, we are done. Love you guys.